busy people getting fit in Fulshear, Texas. Our aim is to help you look better, feel better, and perform better as quickly as possible. I'm your host, Bryan White with Blue Eagle Fitness and Nutrition. Welcome. Hey, what's up, Clancy?
Hey, Bryan.
We will not be on next week because it is Thanksgiving. So I'm going to tell you now, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I say we won't be on unless like my wife or a kid wants to talk to me online, but I doubt it. What are you looking forward to on Thanksgiving?
Well, Thanksgiving is my favorite day of the year.
Oh, I
And
didn't know that.
it is.
I would have guessed your birthday.
I love Thanksgiving. It's the one day our stores are closed.
Oh,
We wake up, my husband's home. We wake up, we have coffee, we hang out, we watch, we turn on the parade as soon as possible. And we start getting our turkeys ready because we host. So we have the whole family comes here. So on any given Thanksgiving, we could have 15 or 25 people here.
okay.
Because everyone's invited. Like if anyone wants to come is invited, and we usually end up inviting extra people who just don't have like a place to go that year,
Okay.
And so it's awesome. And champagne gets popped at 12 o'clock noon on the dot.
Not 12 o'clock a.m.
No, 12 noon. And then whoever's here to start to have that first toast is here. And then we usually eat around like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. But I love it because I'm home all
What
day.
are
My
you
husband's
doing
here.
from noon to 2?
Getting the food ready.
Okay.
Everybody comes. So we do the turkeys. Uh, Typically we do the turkeys and the pecan pie. I live on a pecan farm.
Yeah.
I don't have any pecans. Sadly, that's a different story, but we do the pecan pies and the turkeys. And then the fun part about inviting and like having all my family close is they bring a ton of food over.
Okay.
And so they just start piling in and bringing all this food, and everybody's hanging out, and it's great. Like, I love it. It's so awesome. So what about
Sounds like
you?
sounds like a great day or a great week to start your nutrition plan.
I was gonna ask you about that today, but
Oh
first
yeah.
tell us about your Thanksgiving. What do you guys do?
Oh, well, okay. So we are actually going to Cozumel.
Sweet.
This is the due to kid schedule. So if you don't know, I have 3 daughters, 2 of whom are teenagers and have had ridiculously busy schedules this year. They're both in high school, and this is literally the first week of the year where all 5 of us are free. Yes.
Wow, that's crazy.
So that we've not had any, like, we didn't even have a small vacation. We've had no vacation, no family vacation for a year and a half, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, we had officially adopted Ariana in September of last year, and we have not yet gone on a family vacation because just due to schedules. Swimming, and whether it's swimming or water polo or cheerleading. Yeah, so we were going big. I mean, in big, we were supposed to go to Cabo, but we were going to go with another family. And between the 2 families, there were 11 of us. And plane tickets, just the plane tickets, were $1,500 a piece, which was a bit steep. So we had to cancel the Cabo. And then we did what we've done before, which is go to the united.com website and type in any direct flight to a beach. What is the cheapest? We'll go there. So that was Cozumel. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Is Hootie and the Blowfish playing there?
They are going to be in Cancun in April.
Are
If
you
you're
going to be in
coming.
Cancun in April?
Probably not. We have not yet decided. They were originally going to be in Cancun in January, We went last year in January. It was phenomenal, great experience, loved it. They moved it from January to April this year. We were not going to go in January, but then they moved it to April. It's still up in the air. We don't know yet. But yeah, that's in Cancun.
So for anyone listening, Bryan's favorite band
Oh,
is Indiana in
don't tell too many people.
Olympic.
That's almost as valuable as my social security number is.
You're giving away all your secrets.
Yeah, that's right. All my secrets, all my secrets. So
That's
we will
awesome.
be at an all-exclusive resort. You will be eating and having an opportunity to eat all the turkey, pumpkin pie, and or pecan pie and champagne as possible. So how are we going to manage this, Clancy?
Yeah, that's what I was just going to ask you. By the way, I hate pumpkin pie. Ugh,
Really? Oh, I like that.
I
I'm
hate
not a big
pumpkin
fan of
pie.
pecan pie. So
I love pecan pie. Oh my gosh, I could just. Mm.
so what are you going to
But
do? What's your
how do
strategy?
we? How do we not blow this whole thing, Bryan? Like here's my strategy. Here's part of my strategy, and I'll give
Yeah.
this secret. This is a free tip to anybody who cares. I drink a ton of water.
Oh yeah.
Water, because I do love champagne. I'm not gonna lie. I am gonna have a glass of champagne at 12 noon, and then I'm gonna try to pace myself because we don't eat till like 3. So my strategy is to drink a ton of water in there. And then the other thing I do, even though I love dinner rolls so much, so much, I'm gonna really try to lay off the bread and stick with the turkey and the veggies. Just because I know I'll feel better doing that. I won't go straight into a coma. And so, I mean, those are just a couple things I try to do, not
Okay.
just stuff my face.
So let's break those down a little bit. These are a couple of great topics. So let's start with drinking. And this is true whether it's Thanksgiving, whether it's a holiday, whether it's just a weekend, you're going to a party, whether you're watching college football. Let's just talk about a couple of strategies. One strategy that will not work. I'm just going to go ahead and lay this out there, which is I'm just not going to drink that much, or I'm just not going to eat that much. If that's your plan, we've already failed. I'm just going
That's a
to tell
little
you,
bit
you cannot be
ambiguous.
surrounded. You cannot put yourself in a position to be surrounded by things you should not be consuming and expect willpower. Willpower does not exist. It does not exist. Systems and strategies exist. Structure exists.
It's
Willpower
true.
does not exist. So let's talk about strategies, specifically about alcohol. Let's start there. You mentioned you're going to have your champagne at 12 o'clock noon on the button.
Yes.
And then you're going to drink a ton of water. Let's make that a bit more specific. Okay. So what we
Yes.
want to do is in between glasses. And first of all, it would work out much, much better if you know how much an actual glass is. Okay. So for your champagne glass, I want you to use do you have a champagne flute?
I do.
Okay,
I
so I
have
want you to
several.
use,
Yeah.
you're only allowed to drink champagne here. And I'm never going to tell you not to do something because the moment I tell you to do that, that's all your brain is going to want to do is that one thing.
Right.
So instead, drink all the champagne you want, but we'll put some guidelines around it. Number one, only drink from the champagne flute.
So
Okay.
don't drink straight out of the bottle.
Don't drink straight out of the bottle. And don't just start pouring it into your red Solo cup. Okay. So
It's a bad
have a
idea.
chance to be classy here. Pour it into your champagne flute that may even have the gold gilded rim, right? When you're
I have
done
another
with
tip
that,
on that too.
do what?
I have another free tip on that because a lot of times we're outside on the patio and the distance from the patio to the kitchen is a little bit far. Like, don't bring the
Don't bring.
bottle with you and set it
Love
next to
it.
your glass. Don't do
Love
it.
it.
Just don't do it. Trust me on this one.
Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to take the bottle. We're going to leave the bottle in a
Far,
central
far
place,
away.
like in the kitchen or at the dining room table, but we're not going to take it with us wherever it is we are drinking. Love it. Love it. Second thing, is that in between. Okay, so say second things. First thing, only drink from the flutage, the champagne flute. Second thing is leave the bottle. Don't be double fisting with the champagne flute in one hand and the bottle in the other hand. Right? That's right. Leave the bottle somewhere else. Somewhere else. A third piece of advice is that we want in between. We want you drinking water, right? And
Yeah.
this is going to be out of your water glass. So, and we really only need to be talking about 8 ounces. You don't need to be chugging, out of the gallon container, glug, glug, glug. Just 8 ounces.
Right.
But we don't move on to the next alcoholic beverage until we have finished that water.
Right.
Roughly how many glasses of champagne do you think you should be drinking in an hour?
In an hour?
Yeah.
Should I be drinking? You're getting kind of personal here. I don't know. I'm feeling attacked a little bit. I'm just kidding.
You're hanging out with 15 to 25
Yeah.
loving family members. You're also having a glass of water. You're enjoying their company, right? How many glasses of champagne do you need in an hour?
Well, okay, so you're assuming that people can sip. We had this whole conversation this weekend about sipping versus guzzling. And unfortunately,
the bubbles are meant to help you sip it.
Well, unfortunately, some people never learned how to sip. So, how many should I? I would say the answer you want to hear is probably one.
The answer I want to hear is
that
one.
you're going for is probably one. My true answer is probably more than that, but that's getting a little personal now.
Okay, we've hit a sore spot with Clancy. Okay, I love it. I love it. Okay, stop judging Clancy.
Yeah, no judge zone. Yeah. No judge zone.
Okay, so that in the goal, part of it is we want to think about what is our goal? Is our goal to drink as fast and as much as possible, or is it is it to enjoy the celebration of Thanksgiving with friends and family?
Yeah, definitely. I've had those Thanksgivings where I'm like, what am I doing? And so, I mean, as you learn, you go, as you get older, you learn, like, I don't need to stuff myself silly. It doesn't feel good. Having a headache at 2 p.m. from champagne does not feel good. So let's not.
So those are our strategies for drinking. And again, those strategies are useful whether it's Thanksgiving or, a Saturday watch party of college football, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So we had three, and we talk about drinking from the champagne flute. Obviously, if you're watching college football, you're probably not drinking champagne out of your champagne flute, but instead, right? If you're drinking wine or beer's usually pretty easy because it's coming out of a can. Wine, we want to only drink one glass at a time. Sometimes we over pour, right? We can pour 2 glasses, will fit. Technically, you really want a little less than half a glass of wine. I know it is literally 1 glass, but it shows up and looks like a little less than half a glass. It's funny whenever I talk to someone about nutrition coaching, and I ask how many glasses of wine are in a bottle. Do you know the answer to that, Clancy?
It's like, isn't it like 3.5, 4?
4.5.
4.5.
Yeah, it's 4.5. So anyone who says, "Oh, it's 3," okay, well, we need to dial back what a glass is. Anyone who says 2, okay, we have now identified a significant issue.
Well, then why do they make the glasses so big?
I don't know the answer.
So dumb.
I don't know the answer to that. Yeah, so we want to make sure that we're drinking 1 glass only at a time, or 1 beer at a time, and then we're bringing in water in between.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say on that
definitely.
topic? I loved your topic about no double fisting, a glass in one hand and the bottle in the other.
Yeah.
If no one takes anything else away, remember that.
I might not be the best person for this job today. The other thing some people struggle with that love pecan pie
Okay.
is the desserts, because
Yeah.
if you're like my family, they want pumpkin, they want pecan, they want chocolate pie, they want every manner of pies and cakes
Yeah.
out there.
Love it.
And that doesn't tempt me as much. If I can have like a little sliver or a little bite, I feel pretty good. I don't need like the huge slice of pie. And so what I've learned there is if I take a bite or two, I'm good. Like I got the taste of it,
Okay.
it's good. And I don't
Love
feel
it.
sick. My
Okay.
goal is to not feel sick to my stomach to where I can't visit and hang out and talk, and feel good. And
Yeah.
your body when your body's like, okay, for example, I went to my best friend's birthday party this weekend, and the food she had out was nothing that I ever eat. And I told my husband, I was like, my stomach is on fire. Like it's burning. And he said, well, because all this food, like we don't eat this stuff. And it was like a lot of finger foods and stuff like that, and rich, like creamy dips. And my stomach felt like it was going to explode. It was horrible. And it kind of like ruined the rest of the night for me because I was in so much pain. And, that's just not, we don't want that, I want to ruin
Yeah.
a whole family day. Um, so anyway.
Most people are gonna struggle with only going to be able to take 2 or 3 bites. Most people struggle with that. And so we try, well, and again, just like with drinking, I'm not going to tell you not to drink. I'm not going to tell you don't eat the pie. It's that can be tough because when you're surrounded by pies to not eat any of the pies or even just to eat a little bit of the pie. So instead, we want to start with the CrossFit philosophy of nutrition is phenomenal. It starts with meat and vegetables. So you're going to have turkey, you're going to have ham. You know what? Start by enjoying the turkey and the ham. I mean, or
Mm-hmm.
chicken, or start there. Enjoy it. Eat literally as much as you want of turkey and ham and chicken and or steak or whatever else protein you have for your. That is the main course. That is the main part of the lunch or the dinner. Enjoy that, and don't feel like, oh, that's too much. No, I promise it's not too much. It's not too much. Enjoy the meat, and then meat and vegetables. You put vegetables on your plate. Now, most of us, like, are you going to have green bean casserole?
Oh, yes.
Right,
And
not the
that's the
healthiest
problem.
form, not the healthiest form
Correct.
of green beans, but
No.
you know what? This is now we're getting into a celebration, and it's okay. We're not looking for perfection, especially not on a day that we can celebrate with friends and family, but we're still getting in vegetables. Now, would a salad be better? Absolutely. If someone can make a salad, eat a salad.
Yeah.
But again, you're already enjoying your alcohol. You're already enjoying your turkey, your ham, your chicken, your steak, whatever your protein is. You're already enjoying some green bean casserole. You're already enjoying some mashed potatoes, or some baked mashed sweet potatoes. Maybe we can take off some of the marshmallow. I don't like marshmallow on my sweet baked on my mashed sweet potatoes. Not a fan
Right.
of that at all. But I'm also from the South where that's a big thing.
Yeah.
So get at least the meals that I'm used to. We're going to have, when we're not in Cozumel, but for Christmas with my family, we're going to have mashed sweet potatoes. We're going to have cream corn. We're going to have green bean
Oh my
casserole.
gosh. Cream
We're going to
corn.
have black eyed peas. We're going to have,
Yes.
eat the meat. Eat as much meat as you want. Eat the vegetables. Add that. We're going to have a salad. Have a salad. Um, and and now when you get to the dessert, and hopefully, one of the things that we teach in our nutrition coaching is to eat slowly, savor the food, enjoy. And actually, holidays are a time when we do tend to savor food more often because we're eating it or at a table. We're sitting down. There are no screens in front of us. We're enjoying family. We're enjoying friends. We're enjoying the conversation. that we don't usually have. So we do eat slower. And when we eat slower, we can better recognize hunger signals that we are full and we don't need
True.
to eat anymore, right? And then enjoy the dessert. Because if you've already gotten in your meat and vegetables, hopefully got in some fruit, little starch, I have a tendency to not eat bread at a Thanksgiving or a Christmas meal, like the dinner rolls, mainly because I know that my pumpkin pie or my bluebell ice cream is coming up soon, and I'd rather eat that than my dinner roll.
Yeah.
Right. But if we've already started with meat, vegetables, and some fruit, you know what? It's plenty, and we're savoring every bite. We're enjoying the company. We don't have screens in front of us. We're building relationships. These are all things that are phenomenally wonderful.
Yes.
And a lot of times they're reducing our stress, which the more stress we have, the more our body wants to hang on to weight. It's not always calories in and calories out. Stress has a lot to do with it. If this can be a time to reduce stress in building relationships, not by stuffing ourselves silly with food.
That's good.
So inebriated that we we forget all our cares. No, I'm referring to reducing stress through relationships. Then I can enjoy my pie. I can enjoy what will probably be for me my tres leches.
That's right. That's right.
I really have no idea what we're going to be eating on the actual thing.
And you can run up and down the beach, like, with Celesta.
That's right.
So that'll be great.
That's right. Does any of that guidance help, Clancy?
It helps me a lot, actually. I'm glad we had this little talk.
What vegetables are you going to have? What side dishes are you going to have?
We'll have green bean casserole. We'll also have bacon wrapped green beans, which is a crowd favorite over here. It's delish. We will have so we have a layered salad, but with that comes a lot of mayonnaise. So there's a layer of mayonnaise, a layer of peas, a layer of onion. I mean, like, it's layer. And again, it's a crowd favorite. So if you do it correctly, you can dig out the salad and less of the mayonnaise.
I have to admit, I'm unfamiliar with your mayonnaise tower.
It's a layered salad.
It sounds to me like a mayonnaise tower.
It's layered, layers and layers. It's delicious. What's the other thing I was gonna say? Oh, we are gonna have a big fruit salad too. And Perfect. This year we're probably gonna go a little bit lighter on the appetizers, because last year we went super heavy on appetizers and it was too much. Okay. So yeah. So happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, Clancy. Thank you very much for the conversation.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Okay, we'll see you next time.
All right. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
You can get every episode of Busy People Getting Fit wherever you listen to your podcast or on YouTube. You can also reach us at busypeoplegettingfit.com. Until next time, thank you for listening.